hot date to Goodwill and bingo, of course. We're going to take you guys along with us to this thrift store here. And depending on the time, maybe we'll hit up another one. I'm not too sure, just depending on how long we're in this one. But we will also include a clip from our bingo, and hopefully we win. So let's get in there and find some stuff to flip on eBay for Valentine's Day. Alright, checking out the frame aisle. I usually just go through this aisle for personal, but I ended up finding a good thing to flip on eBay. So this obviously was not supposed to be in the frame aisle, but it is a binder. Now you guys are going to definitely want to look out for the brand Franklin Covey. You can see it right there. So this is going to be definitely a pickup for $1.49. It needs some cleaning, as you can tell. I don't think it's going to be terrible. Nothing I can't handle. The only thing you're going to want to look for is make sure that it zips up and then it also doesn't have any rips, because obviously that's not something you can repair. So for $1.50, we're definitely grabbing that one. It is super full in the store today. I went through this entire row. There's tons of crafts. Unfortunately, did not really find anything in that area. But over here, I did find one item. It is Madison Park. This is another brand you guys are definitely going to want to look out for. Major Bolo. Her comforters and stuff usually do better. But this is actually just a window panel. And for $1.99, it's not going to go for crazy amount of money, but I would say probably around $30. I wish there was two of them, but we'll definitely take the one. Somebody's going to need just the one. Alright, so I was on the hunt for some shoes here. They have quite a bit, as you guys can see. All the rows have shoes, so kind of overwhelming, honestly. But I did find these. They looked intriguing. I've never found this before. It's called Oboes. They look like a really good hiking boot, almost kind of like Keen. I don't know if it's a Vibram sole, doesn't say, but it looks like Oboes does okay. Definitely more than bread and butter. Maybe some sugar and honey, and maybe even peanut butter on top.
What's up, guys? I am going to video some stuff that we found here that could be a good deal to flip here. So let's get to it here. All right, so these here, this is a bag of sports like squishables or something to that nature. But I didn't know this was a thing that could resell for pretty good. I looked up some players and everything, like from football, like that's Josh Allen, and like they average like individually $15 a piece, but it could go more than that. That's Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. So yeah, this looks like just a mixed bag of basketball players and football players, and they want $6.99 for this whole bag. So if we sold one for $15, it would definitely make our money back. But I think me and Tara are gonna sell this in a lot. Like it's basketball players for a lot, and then football players in a lot. So this one should be pretty good. So fun too. So those, and this one here is like the LL Bean here. It's like a quarter zip sweater, and right here, if you can see that, it is definitely 100% wool. So basically these are bangers to like pick up here to resell. So looks like the average like selling price for these on eBay go for $40 a piece. So yeah, not a bad pickup at all. So there you have it.
So I came across this brand made in the USA, Alorna. Never found this brand before. Very nice. It looks like it is wool to me. Unfortunately, could not find the tag. I did look in the pocket, and it looks like it has a pocket scarf, which is great. But after looking this brand up, it looks like it does sell. Probably a slower seller. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it behind. This is probably a $50 free shipping item, but for $10 and it being a slow seller, we're probably going to go ahead and leave it. Just found something really, really awesome. So they brought out a ton of new like hard goods carts. I would say probably 15 to 20. And we definitely scoured each and every one of them. So I was super excited when I came across this. I had no idea how much it was worth. So when I did look it up, I about fell on the floor. Kevin was laughing at me so hard. But seriously, this is crazy. All right, so here it is in all of its glory. It is a Hewlett-Packard 48GX. Now, I knew it was a graphing calculator, and if you guys don't know, graphing calculators can be really good to pick up. Now, I had no idea, like I said, how good this was going to be. So, check out these comps, especially if this thing turns on. And the first thing we're going to do is check the batteries here. Looking good. I don't see any corrosion in them whatsoever, which is awesome. So let's see if this bad boy powers up. All right, let's see. Okay, here's the on. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it works. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm like literally shaking. And it has its little pack. And for $1.49, like, what? Goodwill, you've been slipping. Can you guys believe our luck in that thrift store? I still can't believe it. So we are actually headed to bingo, and hopefully we will continue our luck there and actually win bingo. So not holding my breath, but super stoked about our $250 calculator find. Cha-ching!
Yeah, that was a good find. Like, I was looking up stuff actually, and then like Tara had like hyperventilating in the corner, like kind of like Jim Carrey at Dumb and Dumber. You know, like what? And then like she pointed, or she like showed me like this. It was like $250. Like, wow. I was like, very nice, very nice. I was just like blown away, and it was like $1.99.
$1.49.
Oh, $1.49, even better. cheap. So
Like,
yeah, that was really cool, babe. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to us. Now that's what we call love. What is up, YouTube? We are heading to our local Goodwill here in our little tiny town, little foggy town here. It is super foggy today. It's kind of crazy, kind of spooky, honestly, but I absolutely love it. We've kind of got some rain here and there. We might even get a little bit of snow, but we shall see. But this will definitely not ever stop me from going to our thrift. So shop along with me, and let's hope we find some awesome little gems today. So as you guys mostly know, if you've been watching me long enough, you know I always start with the new clothing racks that they bring out. And it looks like there's like 3 over here and there's a couple over there. Now I did go through them all and I only found one thing. So let me show you this one thing that I found. So this was kind of sticking out like this. And I thought that looked unique, being embroidered. So I looked up the brand and it's called Game Time. Now I believe that they are men's jeans. They still looked rather cheesy to me, honestly. They don't really look quality, well made, but I did some research and it looks like this brand actually does pretty good. I guess it's an older vintage brand, maybe. So it does say Game Time on the sides here. The more embroidery seems like the better on these pants, and they're a really good size. I believe they're like a size 46. Yeah, 46 right there. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and grab these and we'll give them a whirl, but definitely a new brand to look out for. So I'm always on the hunt for picking up new shoes. Now, I don't love cleaning them, but I think that these ones are going to be worth cleaning. Right there, you can see Gore-Tex usually is a really good thing you want to look out for. These are called LA Sportiva, which I don't think I've ever heard of before. But they have the Vibram soles. They just looked quality to me. And I guess they are. They're some hiking shoes. Now, they did replace the inner soles there. So that might hurt the value a little bit. But for $6.99, I just can't leave them. There's no rips or holes. They're just kind of really dirty. So we might throw them in the wash, give them a little scrub, clean them up, and throw them up on eBay. Okay, so I just found a women's skirt, and I noticed the hanging tag on the side, and that didn't really honestly tell me anything, but when I turned it around, I was pleasantly surprised to see it was actually Free People. So I've noticed lately in the store that they've been getting Free People. I haven't been picking up any of them, but this one's new with tags. It is a smaller size, being a size 4, but it's kind of like I guess it's like a leather, kind of like a suede leather material. So with it being brand new with tags, I think I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. I don't think it's going to be huge money, but I don't know, maybe a little bit more than bread and butter. So the music is super loud in the corner where they keep like the sheets and blankets and stuff. But I found these. They look very, very vintage to me. I'm not sure about you guys, but people do love like their eagles and birds for bedding. I usually pick up like the San Marcos blankets that have like the eagles and animals and stuff, and they usually do really well. Now this is a full queen size. I don't see any brand on this, and I have 2 of them here, so I think they're both flat. But what I think I'm going to have to do is kind of open them up when I get home and see if they are both flat, or one flat, one fitted, or both fitted. So I think it's going to be worth picking them up. I'll probably end up selling them together if they are like flat and fitted. If they're 2 separate flat or 2 separate fitted, I'll probably go ahead and list them separately. But for $5, definitely not going to be passing these guys up. All right, so I just got home from that Goodwill, and I started to photograph my items, and I wanted to show you guys these eagle sheets. Well, I thought they were eagle sheets, and then I was like, I opened it up because I needed to make sure it wasn't just a single sheet, and I noticed there is 2 pillow shams with it, which is awesome. But I also discovered it's not a sheet set, it's actually a duvet set. So it has the duvet, and then it has the 2 pillow shams. So the only thing I could find on it says the collections, and then it says from India. So looks like it's a pretty good set, and I've got 2 of them. So I'll be doing a multi-quantity listing on these. It was an even sweeter deal than I thought, just being a single sheet. I'm definitely glad that I ended up looking more into these. So they just brought out a bunch of these kids like coloring books, kids activity books with tattoos and stickers, and I did go through all of them right here, and the only one worthy to pick up is this Space Jam. It's actually the only vintage one, being 1996 right there. So there are 3 of them. I'm not sure if I'm going to lot them up. They are exactly the same, but they're only $1. Might be worth just to sell them all together instead of waiting for 3 different buyers, because these aren't going to be like crazy money. I would say probably around $20 free shipping. So like I said, might just go ahead and lot them up to sell them quicker. All right, just taking a stroll down the women's long sleeve and sweater section, and this one definitely stuck out like a sore thumb. Isn't this amazing? All this really cool, like knitted bears. Definitely a Christmas sweater for sure. It is a really good size, being a large. So I think this one's going to do pretty good come Christmas time again. Might have to hold on to it for a while, but I think it's going to be worth a good pickup. You guys will see the comps. So yeah, pretty excited about this one. It's definitely been a while since I found one of these and picked one up. I think the last time was when I was in California, brand new in the box. These usually sell between $80 to $100. This one obviously is used, but it does come with everything. It looks like it comes with actually 2 pictures and some kind of extra top thing here. And crazy, crazy. You're only asking $5. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a pickup for us. All right, we're gonna get up on out of here. Not looking forward to the drive home. It is raining now, and plus the fog, so not too excited, but I am excited about what we did end up picking up today. We got some really good stuff. So thanks for coming along with us and doing some thrifting. What is up, YouTube fam? It is a Tuesday and a good day to be in the Goodwill. Now, I didn't think I'd find too much today because yesterday I found a ton of stuff. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I found some more good stuff to show you guys. So thrift along with me and see what I got. All right, so a new stock card just came out. Nothing too crazy on it. I am going to be picking up these two Revereware pots here. They have the copper bottom, which is a really good thing to look out for. They are super clean inside. This one's $3.99. This one's $2.99. I'm going to go ahead and lot them up together and sell them like that. But yeah, they're super clean, good condition. So those should do pretty good. So I also found this Kipling bag on the new stock cart, but unfortunately these don't sell as well as I thought they did. So maybe they've just been kind of going downhill over time, but this one's actually in really good condition. But even for $3.99 or $4.99, whatever their standard price is here, it's just really not worth picking up. So we're going to go ahead and put this back. So I was going down the plush and toy section here, and I came across possibly a really, really good find. Now, if you guys spot it before I show it to you guys, definitely leave me a comment below and let me know which one you think it is. But for now, let's keep shopping and I'll get back to it. Alright, so they did bring out a couple new fresh clothing racks here, but the only thing that I ended up finding today on there was this Jack Daniels really cool embroidered long sleeve men's shirt. I believe it is vintage. I could be wrong, but just super cool. It's got the embroidery on the back as well, and it is a size large, so we're going to go ahead and grab it. When I was in here yesterday, I actually ended up picking up about 6 pairs of shoes, which was awesome, but either I missed these or they just put them out. So they are actually a brand called Sanita, which I don't think I've picked up before, but it is kind of like the Dance Goes. It's a Danish clog. Looks like some of these can do pretty good. This one's definitely got a little bit of wear on them, but still in really, really good condition. I mean, look at the bottom is great, and they're only asking $3.99. So I think we're going to go ahead and give these a whirl. All right, so way down here, I noticed they had a bunch of Corningware. Definitely hit the mother load with this. So they're only asking between $2.99 and $4.99. And it looks like we're going to be able to bundle these two together and then both of these skillets together. So there are some Vision ones. I believe these ones are from France and these ones are from USA. So definitely be on your lookout for these. I think it's better to sell them in sets, but you can still sell them individually. But I think what we're going to do is grab all of these, sell these together, and sell these together. All right, did you guys guess it yet? If you did, it's this bear right here. Now, I almost didn't give it a second look because, as you can see, it's Thai. But what intrigued me was it was a 1992 limited edition bear. And even on his tag in the back actually says 1991. So definitely old, definitely vintage. Unfortunately, they ripped off the tag right here, which I believe was a tag. It was like numbered. So he's actually like one of, I don't know, probably a couple thousand. So that will definitely hurt the value. Now, there's 2 of these listed, none sold. But one's listed for like $400 and the other one's listed for $600. So I think if we list ours for round 2, we should be able to sell him before the other ones. But we definitely have a disadvantage of not having the label here. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'm still going to pick him up for $1.99. If you like this sort of content,
Yay!
Or if you don't,
don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your friends. And until next time,
catch you on the flip side.
side.